Welcome to today's daily forecast. It's amazing what has happened in the past few weeks and days in Bitcoin, but I've not been in the chart for days. Last week I took some losses, not because I didn't analyze the market very well. When you have that feeling of, oh, let me take the market long and take the market short. Obviously, all my analysis was playing out. Like I said, we are currently in bear markets. Dollar is so strong. You see all the risk assets, and most especially Bitcoin, Euro USD, AUD, and gold. All of them are going down, and that was what I analyzed. When you start having that feeling, oh, you need to take counter trends, you need to take the market up and take it down. Oh, when you're trying to do all those things, definitely it can be very tricky. Like I said, taking counter trades is profitable, but it can be very tricky. But I found myself taking a lot of counter trade last week. We hit a whole of series of losses, and I just needed to cool down. And for me to cool down, I need to leave the chart so that I will not analyze the chart again. So I will not be tempted to take a trade last week. Last week was a very messy week, one of the worst week ever in my trading career. Seeing my analysis playing out, but I've already taken some series of losses out of impulsive decisions, out of taking counter trend, most especially impulsive decisions. I think on Friday during the NFP, I take a very impulsive decision that was so bad, and man, I just have to leave the chart and cool off during the weekend on Monday as well. So being today, I decided, okay, let me check out the market, find out that the market is playing out nicely. So looking at what is happening right now, guys, one of the advice I will tell you is this: let us be mindful when we are taking counter trades, and whenever we are losing, you need to just go off the chart so that we will not lose more. Because if you keep on trading, you'll be like, okay, let me go and you're trying to make the money that you have lost. Tendency for you to lose more is high. So for me, the best advice is just to relax, chill out, and know why all these things are happening, so you won't fall victim of all these things. All right, so looking at Bitcoin right now, like I've been telling you guys, we are currently going to the downside. As you can see, we have massively broke out. I think we're not going to range. You can see we broke out range here, broke out range here, broke out. I don't think we're going to have this same range again. I think maybe before the end of today, you see the market start traveling to 17,000 area region, probably to break it or to grab liquidity. But I think we're going to break it and tap deeply into the 16,000 region. So that's what we're looking for Bitcoin. Obviously, you can see Bitcoin shorts. If you're already in Bitcoin sell, that's amazing. But if you're not in this sell, I don't know how do you take advantage of it. Okay, there's so many how you can actually take advantage of these sells that is happening right now. Looking at what is happening right here, the question is, are we going to travel to this area to drop? Let me show you. Are we going to travel to this area of supply to drop? Oh, there's a high tendency that we can't do that, because you always judge each cryptocurrency or each chart based on what is happening. We'll look at what is happening to Bitcoin. Whenever we have that major drop, we don't tend to pull back 50%. You can see we did not pull back 50%. You can see check this drop. You can see how we consolidated and dropped. See this one, see how you see that's what is happening, what has been happening. So looking at Bitcoin right now, I don't think we're gonna have that major pullback. You don't used to give us that pullback. So looking at what is happening right here, we can see some structure breaks happening on the 1 hour time frame. So if possibly if anyone can just look for shorts around this area, but remember it can be aggressive, around this area of supply. Looking for shorts around this area is also another good opportunity for shorts, but like I said, it can be very tricky. So this is another area of opportunity I see the market tapping into and dropping. If we see that opportunity, if the market gives us that opportunity on the you can see it's very clear on the 15 minutes time frame. You can see this week, you can just take 50% of this week, because the market tends to fulfill 50% of that week. You can take it, just put a sell limit there and see how it goes. Remember, you don't need to overthink things. All you need to just to take trades and see how you can manage your risk. Most importantly is risk management, very important. What happened to me on Friday was so much impulsive decision. I didn't even calculate my risk. Like I didn't even know what I was thinking. So boy, it's fine. I've learned my lesson, documented. One of the most important things you need to do as a trader is for you to document your mistakes, because if you write it in your journaling, you can be able to avoid them. Because if you don't know, there's a high tendency you make the same mistake again. So that's for Bitcoin. You can see area of shorts. So looking out for Euro USD, when I look at this chart, I kind of feel bad. Can I say that I feel bad? Yeah, let me say yes, I feel bad, because why? This was some of the analysis I analyzed, and it's kind of happening without me, looking at what is happening here. For example, let me show you guys. Okay, this was okay, let's just say that I missed this sell that happened right here, because I was waiting the market to tap in at this big area here. So that was how I missed this sell. That's okay, that's fine, since I already missed this sell. And this pullback, this was where I was cut off, where I was taking crazy decisions at this area because of NFP. And this crazy movement, you can see because of the market was volatile at that time. So, and I wasn't able to hold all the losses and what was happening, lack of risk management. I didn't even calculate anything. I was able to close out the position manually, and immediately I closed out, you can see the market massively pushing to the direction I analyzed, and the same thing happening. So looking out for Euro USD right now, for me, we are still bearish. You can see, guys, please mind the way you take counter trends. Like, it has really taught me a very big lesson. I'm very, very mindful taking counter trends. So looking at what is happening right now, honestly, I will patiently be waiting for the market to pull back to this 50% area, and this is a significant supply level on the 4-hour that I can just look for the market to drop. So this is where I'm going to be taking my shots at the moment. So looking at what is happening right here, as you can see, we have broken structure, meaning that we are still bearish. But I can't just be like, okay, let me take the pullback. Guys, it can be very tricky. You can decide to take the pullback. Look at what will happen. The market can just move to the downside. Obviously, that's another 1% loss. So guys, you need to just be mindful when you are taking counter trend trades. All you need to do is to wait. Like I said, just relax and wait. Looking out for AUD USD, the same thing. If the same thing happened to me, I feel so bad. Trying to take counter trade because of the pullback. I feel so bad when all these things happening, but it is what it is. I've actually learned my lessons. Imagine me trying to take I was trying to take longs here, based on say I was lucky. I feel like the market was going to tap into this, because I was feeling like the market was going to tap into this deep area, so I was able to take longs here. Okay, imagine me taking pullback here. You can see this was very tricky. Like, you can imagine, because I was expecting the market to tap in this area and drop, from some obvious reasons, but you can see what happened here. The market just reacted and started moving to the downside, causing me to miss all these opportunities, and even here too. So guys, you just have to be mindful on how you take counter trend trades. For me, I knew that the higher time frame structure was signifying sell, but I feel that okay, I can just take the buy and the sell, the pullback. But right now, I have learned my lessons, guys. I just have to learn my lessons and see how I can take advantage of the market, follow the trends. That's what I'm doing right now. No longer taking counter trade trade. Even if I'm going to take counter trade trades, I just have to be very mindful and to know where I'm going to take it. Even the same thing on gold, but actually learn my lessons. You can see now this market playing out without me. If you kind of feel bad, but it is what it is. I cannot be beating myself or be telling myself, why did I do this? And I've made the mistake. All I need to do is just to correct it. So even if I'm going to take gold, looking at what is happening, we just have to follow the trend. This is also another area I'm going to be looking out for shorts. If the market tap into this area, I'm going to be shorting this market. It's better for me to follow the trend than to go counter trades. Yesterday I saw this trade. Yesterday I clearly saw this trade on the 15 minutes time frame. But because I didn't know what I was thinking. Before I could know what was happening, the market has dropped down here. I was expecting the market can just pull back, but you can see the pullback wasn't happening. Market break structure, tap into this supply level, break, start going down. You can see following the trend, guys. For me right now, the trend is the most important thing. Personally, I am following. I am no longer taking counter trend trades. I will wait, no matter how long it is, to follow the trend. So guys, I think I will also wish for you to do that. So that is the end of our analysis. So looking at DXY, you can see the reason why I'm talking about following counter trade trades. As you can see, DXY is so strong, guys. Let us not be caught off in this buy and sell, thinking that we now understand how the market works. This is financial market, guys. You can actually easily make mistakes here. So and making mistakes, what that means? It will cost you something. Make sure that you are following your trading plan, and strictly following your trading plan. Don't think that you are now invincible, that you can't take losses, that you know where the market is. Even if you know sometimes the market can humble you, when you start feeling those things, having those feelings that you know what to do, like you can take buy, you can take sell, the market can easily humble you. Guys, following trends and what, being patient. The best time, for me, I was listening to a psychology video yesterday. The guy said something. He said that one of the best skill you can have in trading is not doing nothing. Like, for example, if it's not clear, don't take action. Like, doing nothing, you don't need to be clicking buy, clicking sell. With that, you can easily lose some money in your bank. It can easily affect your psychology and your confidence level. So that is it for this video. Thank you for watching the video, and see you tomorrow in the Bitcoin daily forecast. See you tomorrow.